Hi, and welcome. John Morris Show on a Tuesday. Glad you're with us today from the TFNB studios, historic Elm Avenue in Waco. We appreciate you tuning in, whether you're live in the 9 a.m. hour Central Time or whether you are watching archived at some point other than the 9 a.m. hour. Andre is a friend of Pat Nunley's, co-worker with Pat and friend of both of us. And Andre and Pat were texting yesterday, and he said he tunes in every day. So appreciate, and he's up in Milwaukee, Chicago, I think is where Andre is, but he tunes in, and we appreciate that. The beauty of streaming, you could be anywhere in the country, really anywhere in the world, and tune us in. And you're going to be glad you did today, because we have King McClure coming up. King, former Baylor basketball standout, got into broadcasting, is doing really, really good things with ESPN, and not just ESPN. He's one of those guys that as a color analyst, either doing games or on the set, where he is loaned out by ESPN. Like, he's done games for NBC, for Peacock, a bunch, obviously, for ESPN, his main employer. I don't think Fox, but I might be wrong on that. But he'll be covering the NBA draft tonight for Yahoo Sports, and then for ESPN tomorrow, but he'll be on with us today. So all that to say, King is very much in demand, and it'll be great to visit with him, get his thoughts on the first round of the NBA draft. Comes up tonight, second round tomorrow, and it should be an historic draft for the Big 12 Conference. Top two picks should be from the Big 12. As many as 19 players may be selected over the two rounds from the Big 12 Conference. We'll talk with King about all of that coming up later in the hour. What else is going on? Well, Oklahoma is the king of college baseball. They win the College World Series, third and deciding game of the championship series last night. They won it big over North Carolina. Their bats were really popping. 13-2 was the final score. Not much in doubt in that game. It wasn't a game that went down to the final at bat at all. It was more of a coronation when they got to the ninth inning, and Oklahoma wins the baseball national championship. Congratulations to them. I'm really happy for Toby Rowland, the voice of the Sooners. Really good friend and a guy who works hard doing football, basketball, and baseball for Oklahoma. So his season was really long, going to last night, June 22nd. When I texted him, I said, congratulations. Hope you get a little summer in here. And I'm sure he will, but congratulations to he and the Sooners, the champions of baseball, College World Series champions, which they won last night. Really interesting, the score. I was thinking this, and then Carl Ravitch said it on the air on ESPN. Final score was 13-2 last night. When Oklahoma won a football national championship in 2000, they beat Florida State in the championship game, and the score was 13-2. How about that? And same score on the baseball diamond last night for the Sooners over the North Carolina Tar Heels. What a great season. Team that was 2 games under 500 in the regular season in the SEC. In conference play, they were 2 games under 500. They were one and done in the SEC tournament. They got in the NCAA tournament, and from the regional round on, they were down. Remember, they were down 8-2 to Georgia Tech, and came storming, an elimination game, and came storming back to win. And then the only loss since then was the Game 2 loss to North Carolina Sunday in the championship series. So a real postseason run for the Oklahoma Sooners to win the college baseball national championship this year. Congratulations to them, and the run in Omaha comes to an end. The NBA draft we've mentioned with King McClure, that comes up tonight. A WNBA note, Brittany Griner, the Baylor product, last night became the all-time leading rebounder in WNBA history. How about that? That says a lot. Now, obviously, a lot of promise for Brittany going into the WNBA, but then to play that many years and to be that productive for that many years, really a cool accomplishment there. All-time leading rebounder in WNBA history is Brittany Griner as of last night. So the draft comes up this evening. We look forward to that. It's at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn is where it will be. Baylor's Cameron Carr will be there in the green room. Most recent projections that I saw, I didn't look this morning, but it was last night. He was right about the middle of the first round, 15 or so. Baylor is the only school in the nation that has had 5 straight years where they've had a top 19 pick in the NBA draft, and that will probably continue tonight. So that'll be really cool for Cameron Carr, pulling for him, and he'll be there on site in Brooklyn, and hopefully he has his name called early in the draft coming up this evening. Here's some of the notes again from the Big 12. Big 12 is projected to break its conference record of 7 first-round selections. That happened in the 2010 NBA draft. So probably will happen more than 7 in the first round. The conference is looking to have the first 2 overall picks for the first time in Big 12 history. A.J. Debinsa from BYU and Darren Peterson from Kansas expected to go 1 and 2 to Washington and Utah in the draft last night. With a first overall selection in the 26 NBA draft, and that's almost a lock. The Big 12 would earn its 4th number 1 pick since 2009. Blake Griffin, Andrew Wiggins, Cade Cunningham were all number 1 overall picks. And now Debinsa, most likely, could be Peterson, will be the first overall pick tonight. Over half of Big 12 member institutions could have a former player selected in this year's draft. Think about that. 16 teams, if you're saying 8 or more, are going to have a player drafted, and it's only a 2-round draft. How impressive is that for the Big 12? And the Big 12 Conference will look to break its record for total selections of 10 picks in the 2008 and the 2010 NBA drafts. I think they'll blow that out of the water early second round. They'll blow by 10 picks coming up this year. Final one, the Big 12's 2026 draft pool comes on the heels of 8 of the top 25 players in the 2025 recruiting class committing to conference schools. So that says a lot of one and dones that will have their name called this evening in the NBA draft. Round 1 tonight, round 2 coming up tomorrow. It's on ESPN this evening. All right, we'll talk more about that with King McClure coming up in a bit. Look forward to visiting with him. Always great to get King's insight. And we'll take a break and be back with more in just a moment. News from Baylor football we'll share with you when we come back. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank, Central Texas. 7 convenient locations to serve you better. Also on the web, alliancebanktexas.com. Voted by Forbes 2025 Best In-State Banks. Alliance Bank Central Texas is your Central Texas business bank. 7 great locations. I am most often in the Highway 84 location. Just a beautiful building. And the one on Bosque and New Road is the same. A gorgeous building and friendly folks to go along with it. So check them out. That is Alliance Bank, Central Texas. We're also brought to you by the Brazos Landing. We've got our live show at the Brazos Landing coming up tomorrow. I'll be there noon to 1, and Matt Mosley will be there 1 to 3 tomorrow. So come join us tomorrow at the Brazos Landing, our live shows, noon to 3 tomorrow afternoon. Check out that $12 lunch specials menu, and you'll see what I'm talking about with the menu and the atmosphere there and the friendly folks at the Brazos Landing, where I-35 and the Brazos River meets. You know where it is. Right across the river from Foster Pavilion, right across the interstate from McLean Stadium. So that is the Brazos Landing, and we'll be there for the live shows tomorrow, noon to 3. Take a break. Back with more in just a moment. Off and running on a Tuesday. John Morris Show, and we'll be right back.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Tuesday. We are also brought to you by Tow King of Waco, Gary Hoffman, the great folks there. They're there to help the next time you are stuck on the road, locally owned and family-run business. Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with highly trained operators. Tow King of Waco, a company you can count on. Now, put their number in your phone. You don't want to have to go searching when you need them. 254-666-5484. 254-666-5484 is the number for Tow King of Waco. Tell Gary Hoffman we sent you by. Black back with us, and we appreciate you being with us on a Tuesday morning. The announcement came yesterday from Baylor Athletics, Baylor fan engagement. Next step for Baylor football in the fan first era. You know, Doug McNamee has come in and he has just made it a real priority to be fan friendly, fan first. You'll see it in our offices, our walls in the hallways at the Simpson Athletic and Academic Center. There's huge pictures up on the walls, and they're great. Wish everybody could see them. But they are all related to fan first. There's pictures of fans pouring over, the Walter and Sheila Humphrey Bridge. There's fans out in Touchdown Alley. There's face painting. There's Bruiser and Marigold. There's our spirit squad, song leaders and cheerleaders. There's fans in the stands. Things like that, all these huge pictures, which really are a daily reminder of, what Doug is talking about. First and foremost is the fan first era at Baylor. As such, the football themes for this upcoming season were announced yesterday, and they have a very fan-first theme to all of them. Here's a look at it. First home game of the year. First game of the year is in Atlanta, Baylor versus Auburn. First home game of the year is September 12th. It is Baylor versus Prairie View A&M, and that is 2-5-4 night. And the cool thing here, it's a fan-first pick'em. Fans choose the uniform combination. So fans are going to have an opportunity to weigh in and see what they would like the team to wear for that game through the Fan First Pick'em. Additional details will be announced coming up, but that is 2-5-4 night. And in the community game, Baylor versus Prairie View A&M. Week 3, second home game, September 19th at home against Louisiana Tech. That is family weekend. It is a gold rush. It is childhood cancer awareness game. Also, Vamos Osos. Family weekend gets the golden touch as the Bears celebrate the gold rush there. Fans encouraged to wear gold and cheer on the Bears as they take on Louisiana Tech on September 19th. So that's the second home game. Third home game versus Colorado, the Big 12 opener. That will be a traditions game is the way it's termed. There'll be a Bruiser bobblehead giveaway to the first 5,000 fans. So that'll be really cool. And Baylor will celebrate the rich tradition, history, and the people who've shaped Baylor football through the years. The bobblehead for Bruiser, yes, but additional traditions, game, celebrations, recognitions, and fan experiences will be announced at a later date. So that is that game, Baylor versus Colorado. Go into October, Baylor versus TCU. We're using this term again, the revivalry, and I love that. I think it's perfect for Baylor and TCU. And here's the way this one will play out. It will be it's listed as a blackout on the Brazos / whiteout. Now, we don't know on October 17th the game time yet. May not know until 2 weeks before the game. So if it is a day game, it'll be a whiteout at McLean Stadium. If it's a night game, it'll be a blackout at McLean Stadium. So good plan there. You're covered one way or the other. This is the most played rivalry in Texas, Baylor versus TCU. It'll be the 122nd meeting all time come October 17th. And again, the fan attire will be determined by the kickoff time. Blackout on the Brazos planned for an evening kickoff, a whiteout planned for a daytime kickoff. Additional game presentation details will be announced a little bit closer. November 7th is homecoming at Baylor. Homecoming, really a huge event at Baylor, always has been, I think always will be. We'll play Iowa State at that game, and so many events that go along with homecoming that are already in place. The parade, the bonfire, the pep rally, the parade, the nation's oldest collegiate homecoming parade, all of those. So that is the theme, homecoming. Obviously the theme for November 7th, Baylor versus Iowa State. Then the last home game of the year, November 21st, Texas Tech comes to Waco. That is Salute to Service Day, Senior Day, celebrating America as well, celebrating the 250 years of American independence, and at the same time recognizing the senior class for that game. Baylor will honor active duty military personnel, veterans, and first responders. Also the senior class, also the Celebration 250. So that is the game theme for the regular season finale, November 21st against Texas Tech. That'll be a big game in its own right, and all the other things to go along with it. So those are the themes for the 6 home games for Baylor football coming up this year. And I think well thought out, very well planned. We'll help you plan your wardrobe for some of those games. If it's a gold out, wear gold. If it ends up being a blackout or a whiteout, dress appropriately. But those are the themes that were announced yesterday by Baylor. Fan engagement and a lot to look forward to. The elevated fan-first experience for Baylor athletics, for Baylor football come the fall. All right, we look forward to that. And not far away, right around the corner, our Big 12 football media days. We will be there live for both days from the Star in Frisco. That is July 7th and July 8th. All 16 teams will be there represented, their head coaches, players from each school, and we'll be there live wall to wall. So plan on joining us here beginning at 9 a.m. on July 7th. Baylor's Day is the first day, July 7th. And I don't have the list in front of me, the 8 schools that will be there on Tuesday the 7th and the 8 remaining schools on Wednesday the 8th, but that is not far away for Big 12 football media days this year from the Star in Frisco. All right, let's take a break. Back with more in just a moment. Waiting on King McClure to tune in with us, and we'll talk to him about the NBA draft that comes up tonight. We look forward to that. First round tonight, second round tomorrow from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and could be an historic night tonight and again tomorrow for the Big 12 Conference in the NBA draft. We're brought to you by Allen Samuels. It's the summer sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Drive the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, 37 miles per gallon. How about that? First responders and military members get an extra $500 bonus on all purchases. Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. They'll treat you like family. Check them out, and we'll take a break and be right back. John Morris Show on a Tuesday. We'll return right after this.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, team.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McClure Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Tuesday. Happens to be draft day for the NBA. First round comes up tonight, second round tomorrow from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. No better guy to talk about it from a Baylor and Big 12 perspective than our man King McClure, who's nice enough to give us some time this morning. Busy schedule. There he is, that $1 million smile. King, good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, J-Mo. How we doing?
Very good. Very good. Hey, seriously, thanks for your time. You're busy. What you working for Yahoo tonight and ESPN tomorrow?
Yeah, so I got to New York on Sunday. I had NBA today, yesterday, and some Sports Center hits. Tonight I'm with Yahoo doing the first round with Kevin O'Connor. And then tomorrow I'll be doing the main draft on ESPN with Billis and Wendy and Bobby Marks and Shams. I was, fortunate enough to be able to, get put on the big draft this year for the second round. And then Thursday, I got NBA today again, and some Sports Center hits. So, yeah, it's been a little busy. It's been a little busy, J-Mo, but I'll always make time for you.
You're very kind. Thank you very much. And can I tell you again how proud we are of you and the things you're doing? That NBA today, is sort of expanded. You've done mostly college, but now expanded to NBA coverage also.
Yeah, and I say it publicly, J-Mo, thank you for just helping me. I never really would have expected to be here and be able to do this. But without you, without DK, without Coach Drew, I definitely wouldn't be here. I know you'd never take credit for it, but I always give it to you. Thank you for every way that you've helped me and grow my career.
Thanks for saying that. I appreciate it, but you're a natural, man. I told you that from day one. You're a natural, and you've worked really hard at it also. Right. So really happy for you. Thanks for your time. I've been saying this could be an historic draft for the Big 12, isn't it? With all the guys, you look at the mock drafts, the Big 12's all over it.
Yeah, you have a lot of talent in the Big 12. I mean, you even just look at the top two. With Darren Peterson and AJ DeBonta. I mean, those two guys are guys who can make an immediate impact from day one. I mean, I think that who goes number one with all this chatter of, AJ not working out for teams, Darren not meeting with any team but the Wizards. Apparently he did meet with the Jazz. Didn't work out for them, but he did meet with the Jazz. So, I mean, that's interesting. You look at guys like Braden Burries, Chris Cenac, Kingston Flemings, Cameron Carr. When it comes to like historical drafts in the Big 12, you have a bunch of guys who can make an immediate impact and who have the talent to be able to produce from year one.
Yeah, isn't that wild? I mean, we talk about the Big 12, how good the league is, and it kind of plays out, over the course of the season, then the NCAA tournament. And this is another measuring stick, isn't it, of how good the Big 12 really is?
I definitely would. I mean, I think it's credit to just the coaches as well, just being able to recruit those types of players. And not just recruit, but develop. I think that it's very underrated. We talk about the development of guys, especially, back in the day before the transfer portal hit. You had guys for 2-3 years and you were able to develop them that way. But now the development hasn't gone away. It just looks differently. Like we look at Houston specifically with Kingston Flemings, with the way Kelvin Sampson. I mean, Kingston Flemings did not come into the year as a top 10 pick in the draft. Like he only became that because Kelvin Sampson was able to develop him quickly and be able to get him there to where he went from being a guy who they could possibly have for 3 years to now he is a top 10 pick who's going to lead an NBA franchise. Man. So I think the development, right? The same thing with Cameron Carr. I mean, Baylor had Cameron Carr for what, a year and a half, I guess, a year and some change maybe because he transferred out early. But just him going from Tennessee, being on behind Chaz Lanier, never ever playing to now being a first round draft pick that could possibly sneak into the lottery. I mean, development looks differently because you don't have guys for as long, but we still can't forget about it. It's still something that is extremely pivotal in programs. So I think that also speaks to the coaches in the Big 12.
Yeah, that's a really great point. The development of those guys, and look where they are now, going to hear their name called tonight or at the worst tomorrow night. Yeah. What about Cam Carr? I'm seeing middle first round, maybe 15 or so.
Yeah.
You said might move up.
Yeah, I'm seeing 15 around that range. I'm gonna talk to Jeremy Wu yesterday, and he's high on Cameron Carr, and I feel like a lot of people are. The performance he put up, I mean, throughout the season he was great, but the performance he put up in the combine, I mean, I was right there. It was one of the most impressive things I've seen, especially to be on that stage with every single NBA organization watching you. the way he shot the basketball with his size and his athleticism. I mean, I think the potential is endless for him. Like, I think he can really be a high level producer in the NBA. He has deep range. He doesn't have, a great handle, but he's very efficient with his dribbles. Like, he's a straight line driver, doesn't really play with it, doesn't go side to side. It's more north than south. And that's what you want in a guy that doesn't really have a super strong handle. I think the area in which will really determine his ceiling is the defensive side. Like, how much does he really want to buy into playing defense? Because he has the physical tools and has the mindset to be able to do so because he's a competitor. But if he can buy into the defensive side and be a consistent 3-and-D type of guy, he'll make a ton of money, have a great career, and be in the league for 15 plus.
Wow, that's great. And I would think Cameron Carr, interviews pretty well also. Yeah. How much stock do they put into, the face-to-face interviews with these guys?
They put a lot of stock into it. I think when they talk to guys, they ask you some off-the-wall questions. They really want to get to know who you are. And I think that kind of sort of plays a role in a lot of the process. Like when AJ DeBonta the other day said that he didn't work out for any teams. He doesn't need to, because we've seen what he can do. We've seen the body of work from which he provided throughout the whole course of a season. At this point, it's now the teams doing their investigative research, like figuring out who you are as a person. Like, if you come into my locker room, are you a cancer? Yeah. Like, are you arrogant? Do you have enough selflessness to be able to play off the basketball and let the vets handle everything? Like, especially in a situation with Trae Young, Anthony Davis, whatever they're going to do with him. But do you have enough selflessness to be able to play third fiddle? So same thing with Cameron Carr. Like, we're going to interview you. We're going to talk to you. We're going to go talk to Coach Charlie Melton. We're going to go talk to everybody, see if you love the weight room. We might even find a teacher or professor to see what classes you were, how often you were actually in class. Like, what would you like when you were there? That go back to your high school. Like, these NBA teams do such a good job of just figuring out who they are, and they have to, because it's $1 million investment, like multi-million-dollar investment that they are putting in these players. So when it comes to interviewing, I think Cam Carr is phenomenal. He speaks well. I told him, actually, J-Mo, he needs to get in the TV when he's done.
Right.
You see him on a TV screen because he speaks that well. He said that he actually wants to do it one day afterwards, after he's done playing. But right. I told him, you need to consider it. That's your second job. There's no other option. There's no alternative, right?
That's a good suggestion.
So he definitely interviews well, no doubt. So I think that's one of the reasons why people like him so much and they gravitate towards him, because it's of his personality.
Very cool. That's great assessment. Along those lines, there was all the talk during the season about Darren Peterson. Was he going to play? Was he sitting out? Was he making the call on that? Didn't visit, didn't work out for many NBA teams. It looks like it's not really going to affect him. Looks like he'll go number 2 at the lowest tonight.
Yeah, and I think that whole situation was just very interesting. I think that his camp kind of sort of handled things wrong. I think that I wish just up front, if this is what you were dealing with, then I wish you would have just came out and said that this is what you were dealing with. And now we're not looking at you and assuming the worst, because it got to a point where now all of a sudden on every big ESPN show, on First Take, on Get Up, they're starting to criticize you because it looks like what it seems like. Mm-hmm. Because we can only make our speculations because we don't actually know what's going on and we're not actually there. So I wish they would have just came out and said what it was from the beginning, and I wish they would have just handled it differently. But overall, as a kid, I heard nothing but great things about Darren Peterson as an actual player, as an actual person. He's a great competitor. Him wanting to be a point guard, I think is interesting. At Prolific Prep, he played the point guard spot. But, the jump from high school to college is a little bit different, or way different. And then the jump from college to NBA is even greater. So I don't know if he can really be a point guard. When you look at his assist to turnover ratio, it was 1-to-1, 38 assists to 38 turnovers. So I find that interesting that he thinks that he's that and he wants to be that. I think he's more of like a Devin Booker type of player, just a guy who can go get buckets and can fill it up from deep. We've seen him have really loud moments this past season. But I do wish they would have handled the situation differently, J-Mo. I wish they would have just came out and been a little bit more upfront about it instead of kind of pulling him a little bit. It was almost kind of similar to Michael Brown from Louisville. A little different because, Darren Peterson took majority of that shine. But when you look into the Michael Brown situation, it's pretty similar. I just wish some of these guys would be a little bit more upfront than try to be a little bit secretive about what's really going on. because now it's up to us and the media to make our speculations. And we could be right, we could be wrong, but at the end of the day, especially when you get to like the Stephen A. Kendrick Perkins level, people are going to listen. So regardless of what's really going on, if it's false, if it's true or false, people are going to listen to what the speculations are.
Interesting. It'd be interested in your thoughts on Tunde Yesufu, who put his name in, pulled it out, and now has transferred from Baylor to St. John's. I hate to see him go, but I think he got a ton of money to go to St. John's. What do you think was going on there that may helped him make the decision to pull his name out of the NBA draft?
Who, J-Mo? Put me on the spot right here, J-Mo. I think in this scenario, I think that it's an interesting scenario. I think that he realized that he was not going to go as high as he probably thought he was. I think when you look at last year with Coach Drew, I thought Coach Drew did a tremendous job being able to adapt to the way that he plays. Because when coming into the year, I think that Tunde was expected to be a certain caliber player, and he was good. He was really good. Let's not get it twisted. He was really, really good. However, the style that Coach Drew wanted to play, he couldn't play that with Tunde Yesufu. So he had to change his whole structure, change his whole style, which is hard for a lot of coaches to do, right? A lot of coaches cannot do that. They cannot adapt to their players. So he changed his whole offense to put Tunde in spots in which Tunde was able to be successful. And, that's when I think Tunde really rose to the level that, he ended up playing at, because he had a great year. But initially what I think that what Scott Drew wanted to do is Scott Drew wanted to like prepare him for the NBA, prepare him from the league. And when he realized that he couldn't do that, and he had to simplify his reads, simplify his spots on the court to be able to get to him, it kind of changed and altered things, which I think kind of lowered his draft stock, because it wasn't what he would be doing in the NBA.
Okay.
So I think that that's why his stock kind of dropped a little bit. And I think that that's why he put his name out. I think he made a good decision, because now you go to a school like St. John's. I heard he got a crap ton of money to go there. Shout out to Rick Pitino and being able to get those boosters to pay him that money. But I think that you have another year to develop. And I think that's the biggest overall take that I have about this. He needs more time to develop. Like, he just wasn't ready. And that's not no shade to him. That's not a knock on him. He just wasn't ready. And I think that's what it really just boils down to. And I think he's a good player. I think he's going to have a lot of success at St. John's. And I think he can be ready next year. But what it just boils down to is he just wasn't ready.
I got you. Look at you answering the hard questions. Way to go. I didn't mean for it to be that hard a question. That's the bottom line. He just wasn't ready, and he made a smart decision to play another year of college, right?
Yeah. I mean, my answer off the record might be a little bit differently, J-Mo, but
this is good. We'll leave it at that. What do you like best about New York? You go there a bunch. What do you do, or what do you like to do in New York?
J-Mo, this morning I was actually walking. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm down 20, trying to lose 25 more. And typically when I go on the road, I get lazy. I don't work out. I don't hit the weight room. I don't do anything. I just eat and I gain weight.
Yeah.
So I go the opposite direction. So I told myself now, because New York is a city where you can walk everywhere, I'm just first thing in the morning, I'm going to get like 8,000 steps. I'm about to go get like 3-4 miles in. Before I even eat anything, do some like fasted cardio. And that's probably my favorite thing with New York. It's acceptable to walk everywhere because everybody's doing it. So I just fit in. But like the tough part is you could tell I'm not from here, because I'm the type of person, when I walk by you, I'm gonna like nod, I'm gonna smile, I'm going to just say like, how you doing? Good morning. And people just look at me like, oh, you're a foreigner. Like, you're clearly not from here, because we don't speak to each other. We just keep it moving and keep it pushing. They'll bump you. It doesn't really matter. But I like embracing all that. It's kind of fun, So yeah, that's probably the coolest part.
That's pretty cool. That's great. Well, keep giving a smile on the streets of New York, even if you don't get one in return. Really appreciate your time, and we'll be tuned in to watch you and listen to you the next couple of days. Thanks for being on with us.
Yes, sir. Anytime, J-Mo.
All right. Love you, King. Thanks very much. Buddy. Appreciate it. King McClure with us. He'll be on Yahoo Sports tonight. He'll be on ESPN, the main group with ESPN tomorrow night, round 2. So that's where you'll find him and sharing those opinions. And he has done so well. I mean, he has just, he wanted to be into broadcasting. And what he was talking about with me was, and this was Coach Drew's suggestion, hey, sit down and do some mock broadcast. And we sat down and just had a video of a game and we'd talk through it. And maybe it helped a little bit, but he really is just a natural. And he has the work ethic to work at it, to want to be better, to work at being better. And that's shown in the assignments that he keeps getting. That NBA Today thing, he was 100% college analyst. And now, all of a sudden, he's on the NBA Today on a regular basis. So ESPN likes what he's doing and expanding the work that he does. So really proud for King. And you can see him on Yahoo Sports tonight on ESPN on the main channel of their draft coverage tomorrow night. Appreciate him joining us. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll look ahead. We'll wrap things up, share some birthdays with you on this 23rd day of June, and we'll be right back. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing, and we'll be right back after this.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatments, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports,
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco. One of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McClure Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back with us, final segment, John Morris Show on a Tuesday, brought to you by Marineland Boating Center. Hey, we'll be, we mentioned live at the Brazos Landing tomorrow, noon to 3. We'll be live at Marineland Boating Center next Tuesday, 1 week from today, 9 a.m. hour. We'll be live at Marineland Boating Center, which has the highest Google-rated boat dealership in Central Texas. Great prices, celebrating the 250th celebration with door prizes, cap giveaways, and sale prices on boats and wave runners. Marineland Boating Center is a one-stop shop for all your boating needs. Check it out, and we will be there for a live show coming up 1 week from today in the 9 a.m. hour. We look forward to that. Another note to mention, we had the news yesterday, or the news was just coming out yesterday, that Dusty May was leaving Michigan to become the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. Shockwaves across college and pro basketball there. But what does Michigan do? They elevate their associate head coach, and who is that? That is Mike Boynton, the former head coach at Oklahoma State. Mike Boynton is now the interim head coach, the acting head coach of the Michigan Wolverines, the defending national champions. Now, the timing of all of this is really interesting. I mean, it's late. It is very late in the cycle for college coaching changes. It still could happen. They could still bring in someone new, but Mike Boynton might be their best option to be their coach, even if they keep the interim title on him for this season. So that'll be fun to watch. Mike Boynton, previously in the Big 12 at Oklahoma State, now the interim head coach at the University of Michigan. All right, birthdays we like to share with you. Oh, before we get to birthdays, we've got a farewell luncheon today, and it is for Kendall Bachhan, who has worked with us in the Bee Association and just done a terrific job. Hate to see her go, but she's moving to Dallas, has a job there, closer to family. Kendall worked alongside David Wetzel. David, left to become the head football coach at Prestonwood Christian Academy. So David left the Bee Association. That left Kendall there by herself, basically, and she has just done a terrific job. Hard worker, and a lot thrown on her plate in a very short time, and she's handled it all very well. But now she is moving on, so we're going to have a farewell luncheon to let her know how much we appreciate her and her hard work with the Bee Association. Where are we going for the luncheon? That's right, the Brazos Landing today at noon. So we'll be there. And Kendall, we appreciate you and wish you nothing but the best. All right, birthdays today on the list. How about Zach Burke's birthday today? Zach works with us, Rogue Media Network, does a lot of great work behind the scenes. Zach's one of those go-to guys if you have an issue and who you going to call. It's probably going to be either Zach or Mike Hamilton, but Zach does really, really good work, and we've worked together a couple of places through the years. But happy birthday to Zach Burke today. It's Sarah Rogers' birthday. Sarah and her husband Richard are terrific Baylor fans, supporters, specifically Baylor basketball, but not completely Baylor basketball. They like to travel with the teams. They were on the trip to Germany with us last year when the Baylor men were Team USA playing in the World University Games. They've been on a number of other trips and maybe going to Canada in August with the team. I don't know. But just appreciate so much Richard and Sarah Rogers and their loyalty and support to Baylor athletics, Baylor basketball. And today is Sarah's birthday. So happy birthday to her. I need to shoot her a text or give her a call today. Other birthdays today, Jim Peeler's birthday, KWTX TV, many, many years. Happy birthday to Jim Peeler. Debbie Penny worked with us in Baylor Athletics, now retired. Bruce Bennett, Bruce the Bear Bennett, happy birthday to him today. Julie Bennett's husband. It's David Geyer's birthday today. I know a lot of you know him in Central Texas. Chuck Sivis, happy birthday to Chuck here in Waco as well. Let me see, make sure I'm not leaving anybody out. Alfred Solano's birthday is today. Oh, Brian Remsen's birthday. Brian has kids about the age of my grandkids, and Brian star in his crown, coaches Little League a lot and does a really good job. So happy birthday to Brian Remsen today. And I think that's it. I think that's all that we have on the 23rd of June. So happy birthday to those folks, and we appreciate you being with us today. We really appreciate King McClure being with us as well. You can watch his coverage of the NBA draft. It'll be on Yahoo Sports tonight. It'll be on ESPN tomorrow from New York, Barclays Center, and in Brooklyn for round 1 tonight, round 2 tomorrow of the NBA draft. We hope to hear Cam Carr's name called about the middle of the first round coming up tonight. Good luck to him. Lord willing, we'll talk about it all tomorrow. We invite you to join us tomorrow in the 9 a.m. hour. And remember the live bonus show from the Brazos Landing tomorrow at noon also. And we thank you for being with us. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McClure Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.